Hey everyone, despite how beautiful and snowy it is outside, it's actually time to get inside and water our seedlings. So right now our seedlings are sprouted, they look beautiful, but I am someone who chronically underwaters, so that's why the soil is looking so dry. You may think of two different kind of ways when you think of watering, probably like someone going through with a big mister and things coming down directly onto the cells. I'm actually going to do what's called bottom watering. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to remove one of these cells and then pour water directly into that tray. So if you were wondering why everything has a tray on the bottom, that's why. I'll probably need to go get more water for these top trays, but there's about 8 cups of water in here. And you can see that the bottoms of these cells are just touching the water. They're not fully submerged. And I'm going to replace the blank one. And now I'm going to let the water absorb for about 30 minutes. And what we should see is these tops should not be as dry anymore as the water comes from the bottom to the top. The reason you do this instead of on top, one, it helps prevent dampening off. So if the seeds get too wet, the little seedlings, mold can grow. And two, it encourages long root growth as they reach towards the water at the bottom. And then for seed trays that don't really have any sprouts yet, I'm going to spray on top so that the seed itself continues to stay moist and doesn't dry out. And I think, unfortunately, I may have lost one to my chronic underwatering, but that's okay. We still have plenty of seedlings that we have going for us. And we're done. Now I did spray a little bit on top, which is why you see some of the cells wet in between, just to make sure that the soil is really soaked through. And then if there's any extra water when you do this in these bottom trays, just dump it out. That way your seedlings aren't sitting. Again, we don't want to cause mold or like stagnant water, anything like that. We just want to get them a good drink. So thanks everyone for following along. I think the seeds are doing pretty well. I definitely had a lower germination rate up top with my first batch of seeds. And I think this can be a couple reasons. One, we got that cold front and it did drop in here despite the heat mat. And two, the seeds were old. So, you know, I do need to go through and thin these because otherwise I have a bunch of seeds in a cell which are all competing for nutrients. You don't want that. So we do have a little bit of a rearranging to do, but this bottom tray that we did for our community day is looking really good. So thanks everyone for following along. I'll keep you updated and talk to everyone later. Bye.